The reason for that is because you went to bed feeling exactly the same way, and nothing changed while you were out of your body. Now that surprises some people, because when you slumber, physical energy reemerges into non-physical. And so some would say, well, if I have been refreshed by that non-physical connection, why don't I wake up in the vibration of that? And we say, if you go to sleep out of the vortex, you're going to wake up out of the vortex. If you go to sleep in the vortex, you're going to wake up in the vortex. So it really is worth spending some time as you are putting yourself into your bed to bask yourself into your slumber. In other words, and you'll get better at it every night. Just bask. Do your best to appreciate yourself into slumber. And so think about it. In the beginning, it seems that most of you make a decision that you're going to shift your vibration when something is troubling you. And that's the hardest time to do it, because when something's troubling you, it's active in your vibration. There's an interest going on. So if something's active in your vibration, then you feel it. Sometimes before a seminar, Jerry and Esther will feel the energy of participants who are beginning to gather. And energy is like conversation. In other words, when you are sensitive to energy, you can feel it. So as you have something going on, you've been beating the drum of something in your life experience, it's active in your vibration. And now think about it. Being in the vortex means deactivating anything that is resistant in nature. So a very good way to go to sleep is to meditate yourself into slumber, because when you meditate, you raise your vibration, and right before you drift to sleep, you have a very good shot at being in a higher vibration before you go to sleep. So bask yourself to sleep, or meditate yourself to sleep. And then first thing in the morning when you awaken, lie there longer and try to reclaim those things of appreciation. And in the moment that it turns a little bit, get right out of bed. Then we recommend some focus wheels. Esther keeps several ideas going all the time of future focus wheels. She keeps a notebook in her pocket. She keeps a recorder with her when she drives. And as things come up that feel a little troubling, she makes a note. That's something I want a focus wheel, because I can feel that this vibration right now is in an interesting but troubling place. And I want to move it from a troubling and interesting place to a not troubling and interesting place. In other words, it's so fun to move vibration on subjects. Once you get the hang of it, you'll find yourself really interested. You'll see something happen in a campground, which kind of represents something that's going on economically, and it gives you something to focus wheel on. You'll see a father mistreating a child, and it gives you something to focus wheel on. You find yourself stuck in traffic when you don't want to be. You find yourself with something to focus wheel on. So now you're awake the next morning and you bask yourself to sleep. So you woke up feeling pretty good. So now you've sort of got a run on it. The probability of being in the vortex for a while this morning is greater than ever before, just because of the small effort you made the night before and thinking about it the next morning. And now when you get out of bed, brush your teeth and get something to eat, but then take your list and go do some focus wheels. You know what they are? We'll do some today. We want to show you the power of the focus wheel. The focus wheel is where you focus yourself from outside the vortex into the vortex. It's where you take a current condition and you move it vibrationally to an inside the vortex position. And then from your focus wheel, go right into a list of positive aspects, and if you can, into a rampage of appreciation. And if you did that for a week full of mornings or a month full of mornings, you would shift your vibration so substantially that those hopes and dreams that you've been launching into your vortex through many, many years would now be interesting. They would be something that calls you, and you would find yourself fascinated by the idea of it. If Esther is overwhelmed in a moment and Jerry suggests a new project, he is met with, "You got to be kidding me." But if Esther is in the vortex and Jerry is in the vortex and Jerry suggests a new project, then they rise to the enthusiasm of it. In other words, they feel all of the energy of the universe come in around them, you see. We're really saying to you that we would not attempt to go through a day unless we'd made an effort to go into the vortex. We would say, go in the vortex and then call your friend. Go in the vortex and then check your email. Go into the vortex and then get in your car and drive. Get into the vortex and then have the conversation with someone meaningful. Get in the vortex and then have your sexual interaction. Get in the vortex and then order your lunch. Get in the vortex and then eat your lunch. Get in the vortex and then. Get in the vortex and then. And discover how interesting and rich the in the vortex life can be.